Well, ayun, we're live again over at
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. I haven't been live in YouTube in a very long time, and I was
Maybe it's
planning to
time.
I was maintaining ano eh, tawag dito, Facebook kasi may stars na and everything. It's very disappointing no on how these platforms are I'm sorry, actually handling things. It's very disappointing. Saya-saya na eh. But anyway, it is what it is. Um, we're, I'm just gonna send Pat the link then. Anyway, so sadly we got through the entire thing when it comes to the multiverse of madness, but I guess it's also a good thing na hindi na natin tinapos.
Well, there are a lot of things to discuss aside from the movie. Maybe a whole
Yeah,
plot dissection.
Mm.
there's a lot going on in the geek and nerd fandom, such as the James Gunn. What else?
Yan, na ano na eh.
Yeah, dami tapos. Pero I mean, to be honest, I've lost my interest with the recent fandoms that the wokesters have been handling,
Mm.
be it DC, Marvel. Yeah, Rings of Power. Hindi ko naman pinanood yun, pero parang bit by bit, yeah, it's really turning me off. So I'm just, yeah, kuminsan, just look at, mga old titles, mga graphic novels and such.
Mm.
Yeah. Kasi there's no satisfaction from, from giving your money to these, to these um, woke, garbage churning, companies. Ayun. It will die eventually. It will implode on itself. Pero for now, doing gonna focus my attention on something else. Yung
Yeah,
mga upcoming nila, mga upcoming Marvel offerings. Ano yung next sa Marvel?
it's ano, Ant-Man.
Yeah. Parang yung sentiment ko dun, okay. What is this setting up now?
Wala.
Wala din eh. Cluttered sila.
The entire
Wala.
thing fell down kasi 'di ba kung tutuusin, the entire thing fell down ever since yung hindi nila alam kung anong gagawin sa ano, sa Multiverse of Madness na.
Mm.
Dahil itong movie na 'to, alongside Loki, these were actually the ones who actually destroyed Phase 4 kung tutuusin. When it
Mm.
comes to continuity,
Okay.
wala na eh.
Loki was the last straw.
Mm.
It started off with one division. It seemed interesting, pero my God, it got bad somewhere midpoint or after the third or fourth episode. Tapos yung Captain America and si Captain BLM and the Winter Soldier. God,
Oh,
that was
they're
really
making ano eh, Captain America ano yun, New World Order, 'di ba?
mm. New
Correct me
World
if I'm
Order pa.
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, gents. I think
Mm.
New World Order, yung story nun nasa comics din, 'di ba? So, they should adapt it
I
in a sense one
I
by one.
yeah, I didn't really bother with
Mm.
what they're basing it on. Kasi like
Because you,
lately din yung usapan is Miles Morales eh. 'Di ba mga normies or pretenders, they got triggered with the statement na Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Peter Parker is Spider-Man, which is true.
yeah, it is 100% true.
Mm.
Bakit hindi nila matanggap yun, no? Why?
Well, I think they're forcing Miles Morales to be Spider-Man, pero hindi. Spider-Man
Yeah.
is always Peter Parker talaga. Kahit sabihin natin that ano yun, yung Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, it's like another version of Multiverse of Madness eh. Pero, well, okay lang, entertaining, pero I can't really say na I'd watch it again and again and again. Tokenized Spider-Man lang yun eh.
Mm. I really can't be bothered at this point na parang Yeah, we're going to watch shit, pero hindi ko maintindihan yung tipong, how do you reconcile yourself from the abominations that they've done in Phase 4? I
I
cannot
think.
see them rewriting everything kasi
Um,
I think Anthony was right yung sinabi nga niya, it's an excuse na yung multiverse para yung mga kalokohan na ganito nangyayari. Pero for how long, di ba?
hmm.
I think it'll just snowball on itself.
Hmm.
Given
Mm,
how much
Give
of
it
a
time.
train wreck
Hmm.
that the movies and the series recently came in with the plot holes and everything.
mm,
So they can go on with their multiverse excuse or whatnot. I guess fans are loving it. It's getting pretty divisive as of the moment. So we'll see how the plot unfolds.
It's like Doctor Who. Diba? It divided and destroyed the fandom. Tapos
Just give me
ngayon
one
they
second, guys.
introduced.
Sige,
Ah,
tuloy nyo
sure.
lang.
Pero they decided to continue it with the Ninja Doctor Who. Tapos may post nga na, Normies love the new look. Bloody hell.
Haven't haven't really
What
watched a
about the
single
fans? Do
Doctor
they
Who
like it?
episode, so
Actually, a lot of the fans have already been turned off by the series. Yeah, good luck na lang trying to win them back. Ayun. They introduced the POC Doctor Who pa. Tapos orange at siya. Basta wala na.
I don't know what's with
I
the
think I
trend of
think
them destroying their own IPs.
white guilt, as most comments would say. Oh, another another expression of white guilt, forcing inclusivity and yung mga POC blah blah blah. I guess I use Doctor Who as an example lang in which the MCU will be headed off to then. It will turn off fans, but syempre may mga shill media will say na normies still love it. And I mean between you and me, Anthony, we all lalo na dyan sa province natin, there are a lot of normies na who can't really distinguish the shit before phase 4 and the shit after phase 4. I mean after phase 3 that is.
About that, I can't really say that I know a lot about everything. No, it's just that
Mm.
some of the recently released movies are misguiding the fans.
Yeah, true. Tama din. Pero yung iba kasi they can't really differentiate yung what made the phase 1 to 3 great eh. Kaya akala nila yung greatness ng phase 1 to 3 is still being spilled over onwards from 4 and onward. That's a sad thing as well.
Yeah.
And
Plus, they don't have much. They don't really know how to tell if something's good. I
mm,
guess.
Exactly. Tiwalas
the,
lang
the,
basihan.
tama din yung sabi mo Anthony na yung mga shills or mga pretenders or mga normies na kunwari geeks or nerds are shepherding the sheep na who have no idea of what the fandom is about. Diba? I mean, they might hop on to the current comic books na wala ng titles or stories na significant kasi it's just woke trash na lang eh. Unlike sa
Yes.
80s and 90s, ang daming magagandang storylines eh. Like Frank
Sadly.
Miller's run on Daredevil, yun 'di ba yung Electra Bullseye scene or The Dark Knight Returns, maraming maganda. Or Sinister Six, or Venom, Introduction to Venom, Secret
Oh
Wars.
god. In movies, god,
Mm,
there's a movie I just downloaded but I haven't gotten around watching yet.
which is
It's a
What's the
1976
title?
movie called Boss Nigger.
Okay.
Ayos yung title.
I know.
I'll check it out. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Boss
the
Nigger.
soundtrack is fire.
Ghetto.
Honestly, the soundtrack.
S-
And
Ano parang
that's another thing. We are not allowed to say the N word, but they are allowed to
ah,
throw racial
irony.
slurs on us. Diba?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's
they
being
they they
pretentious as
they
fuck.
they scream racism, pero check out the race swapping when it comes to redheads, 'di ba? Pucha si Jessica Drew nga into the Spider-Verse naging negra na rin eh. Kalokohan
Oh
talaga.
yeah, I saw that, and then And Jessica Drew never even had an MCU appearance. She is yet
Uh,
to come out. She is yet to have an exposure, and here they are.
Boss, boss nigga. They call him boss. Boss nigga. The soundtrack in the trailer.
I'll check it out. Naintriga ako.
That sounds like a Velocity Pastor movie or something.
19 ano na movie yan, Patrick?
70, 76,
Ooh.
75.
Maybe it's a black exploitation movie. I think black exploitation movies were around that era.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it did the. I think Blazing Saddles was based on Boss Nigger.
Oh,
Ah,
that explains.
interesting. Hmm.
So
Interesting.
it's pretty much Boss Nigger's the original, and then they made a comedic version, Blazing Saddles.
Hmm. Pero yun guys, I haven't been actually nung last week I rewatched some yung mga DC animated features like yung All-Star Superman. Yeah, they're not bad kasi it's not far from the comic books din eh. Pero yun ngayon, the new 52, I don't think it really flew off well. Brian Michael Bendis on Superman was a really bad run. Ayun.
Any of you guys ever heard of City Hunter?
Ah, yes, absolutely.
No.
I
Dude,
watched it in high school.
there is a French adaptation that came out in 2018.
Lupin?
No. City Hunter.
Okay, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, there is.
I,
Yeah,
mm,
I just came across it one time and I saw the trailer. It's hilarious. And I saw the movie. Holy
mm.
shit! It's a
Ah,
faithful adaptation.
talaga? Yung
They just
French?
they just set it they changed they used the French naming, French dub naming.
Mm.
You know, like in our when we dub, we change the names to something we can pronounce.
Yung Lupin nga, ginawa nilang negro eh, sa Netflix.
Yeah, but they made it work because
Mm.
it's a kid who read the book and made it his own thing.
Ah,
It kind of worked.
yeah.
Sorry,
Kaya,
andito pa ako. I'm just disputing the hell out of this stupid thing. Kasi,
And
hindi ko pa nakwento before, but this has also happened a month ago, I think, nung lumabas yung Kamen Rider Black Sun.
Black Sun.
Oh, na ano kami, na na copyright infringe almost 2 weeks after namin gawin yung episode.
Oo.
It's very
oh my
funny na
god,
ganun yung nangyayari. And then, talagang linabang ko yun until rinatrack nila. Mas malala pa nga yun kasi I was showing footage talaga pero syempre there's still overlays, hindi pa talaga siya ganun ka-visible. And this time around, we're not even showing any footage talaga.
and yet we still got copyright infringement during our stream.
Nakakatawa kasi the copyright infringement actually came in nung nag-post ako nung yun nga yung sling ring. Exact time nung pinag-uusapan na natin yung sling ring. And tama si ano eh, si Jess. I'm wondering who's watching this sometimes na
May
ganito yung nangyayari.
nanonood yan. Mm. Probably
Mm.
na
Maybe one for audiences.
may SJW yan
Takot
na
kayo?
admin.
Are you guys actually scared? I mean, you could I could engage a conversation with anyone kung tutusin. And this is very
Hindi
sad
kasi
kasi sa Hmm?
it smashes ano eh. What we're discussing is actually something that smashes your narrative or the narrative that they're doing their best or trying so hard to push. Ayun.
Jeez.
Well, instead of trying to support a movie that isn't good and telling everybody it's a good movie when in reality it's not, why not
Nah.
just
Look,
support good movies?
as I said, I'm not going to spend my money on current pop culture trash like this one.
Okay.
Siguro let's
Mm.
try to wrap up yung whole Multiverse of Madness thing because I'm so pissed off right now. So, yung final thoughts na lang siguro natin regarding it.
Final
Um,
thoughts?
Well, we
oh,
already know
I'll
how it
Who
ended,
should
yeah.
so
start?
What? We
we
should
already know
start.
how it ends. So yeah,
Yeah. Siguro na. Yeah, I'll give the floor muna kay Jess kasi late siyang pumasok. So Jess,
yeah,
what do you think
you
about
get
the
the
movie as a whole? Ano yung mo assessment
I
mo and why the fucked up shit in regards to yun nga, yung itong Marvel things. Why is this happening to us?
I think I mentioned it a while ago.
Mm,
While you were trying to
Send an
argue,
email.
yeah, send an email. Sabi ko it's a really badly written movie. The parang chop siya. Tapos yeah, I would sarcastically comment as we watched na it's filled with the usual yung checkmark tropes, yung mga SJW tropes na dapat i-fulfill sa checkmarks nila na the incompetence of white males and the patriarchy, ganun. It reeks of it. Talagang paulit-ulit. It's like they're shoving it in our faces eh. Kaya, 'di ba? Ilang beses ko rin
yeah,
na nasa sarcastically comment yung ganun. That's actually a reminder of how much they're shoving it into our faces. As I said, ano din eh. This Doctor Strange is playing catch up. He's incompetent talaga. Parang this is his movie. This is ano, it's Murica
yeah.
Chavez and Multiverse of Madness or Scarlet Witch movie siya. Kaya something I wouldn't really watch again and again, and even the merchandise I wouldn't even
Oh.
buy that for this one. Yeah, I'm sticking
Mm.
back to the classics talaga. Yeah, pass. I'm going back to the graphic novels of the 80s and 90s, and yeah, I mean, you guys, know what stuff I collect. Anything that's not associated to the woke trash that they're churning up right now. So yeah,
So
Multiverse of Madness is something that I would leave it in the dustbin.
Okay. Anthony, how about you?
Um, Probably I might be siguro the middle guy among you all four here, among us four. Yeah, I do appreciate some of the movie's points, especially the visuals. There are some bad CGI moments, but we have to admit that there are some really good scenes here visually. Plot wise, I can't say much. Again, they're using the multiverse as an excuse for everything. Um, People are buying it, I guess, but it's a divisive take on multiverses. So yeah, whatever. But anyway, yeah, they completely destroyed Wanda's arc. Strange is more of a central character here rather than being the protagonist. And then, of course, the ever mediocre America Chavez. And then, yeah, I guess that's it. There are good points, but there are a lot of bad points. I guess we have all discussed that earlier. I don't want to repeat myself over expressing bad points, but yeah, watch at your own risk.
All right. Fair enough.
Mm.
But
could have been a good horror Marvel movie, but it had to be Marvel. I mean, it had potential. Come on, Sam Raimi making a
Yep.
horror themed Marvel movie. It should have had everything going for it.
mm,
But just as the Bruce Campbell said in his post credit scene, finally, it's over.
yeah.
The dialogue, god damn it.
The
Even
dialogue.
even my
Yeah.
even my fucking fan fiction does sounds better than that.
Mm. Na mas sobrang pikon ko ngayon ay
I mean seriously,
immediately
I'm gonna send my fucking fanfic in our chat.
Nakalimu
I'm gonna
Nakalimutan ko
fucking
nga eh.
send I'm a,
oh yeah,
for,
yeah.
I don't know why, but I just ended up writing a fanfic because
Fanfic
I
of
don't know. Uh, I'm doing somewhat of
The-
a crossover.
Mm.
What's it? Near Automata, and then I'm just doing a mashup of different things. Basically, MC is a mix of Astartes, Spartan, and Doom guy.
Interesting. A mashup of different.
Yeah, I'm
characters.
even injecting some lore elements in it. Bas the thing, the warp in basically warping in what's that called in Warhammer? It's basically
Mm.
Event
40K.
Horizon.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Event
basically
Horizon siya.
if you go to
Ang
warp,
lalim ng Warhammer eh.
I know. If you go to warp in Warhammer 40K,
Warhammer.
it's basically actually it's the inspiration for Event Horizon. Probably.
Yeah, kasi the negative souls and the angry, screaming negative souls from the warp
So
are
so yeah,
all built up there.
So
I kind of
it's
injected that lore element
hell
into
and black
the
holes.
yeah.
Kasi yeah, parang ganun. Kasi the warp in Warhammer is like yung mga
It's
namatay
that
na souls like the millions and billions of, 'di ba? Tama ba Pat, 'di ba?
yeah.
The
Well, it's
negative
basically
souls,
like a
the
concentration of the
negative
sentient
energies.
energy.
Ah,
Yes.
na namatay, mga namatay.
Yeah. Basically, it's hell.
Yep.
It's
That was
an
a good concept.
amalgamation of
Mm,
negative energy.
mm. The
Yeah.
Necrons.
A lot of lore now
Lord.
uses the warp or those space in between space as some sort of
Yeah, tama ka.
cosmic horror
It's
thing.
it's indeed ano nga yung Event Horizon.
Yeah. So I kind of injected that kind of lore element.
Mm. Good one.
Di,
I
di,
mean,
ka- di, sige, sige. Tuloy nyo and I'll
okay,
interject something.
fuck it. I'll fucking give it an introduction rundown of what I did.
Mm.
Basically, in Nier, you some magic based illness is killing off humans, and then there's a project that should save all humans, which fucked up, and then ended up skip over 9,000 years in the future. You got fucking androids versus machines. Well, technically, the machines were built by aliens, and then the machines successfully did a Terminator on their fucking creators.
Parang
And then now it's
ano
just
yung Necron?
yeah, pretty much. Basically, the aliens invaded Earth, built machines to fight off the androids that are supposed to be protecting the remnants of humanity.
Mm.
So yeah, humanity is basically extinct in the actual game lore. And
Ah.
then I kind of did a fanfic where, okay, a bunch of humans secretly left Earth and spread out into fucking colonies. One such
You want
colony,
some? Mhm.
one such colony is I just named it Spartan. Sparta because warrior race. They found out the warp. They discovered the warp by accident and used it as a main mode of travel. This they strengthened their minds to survive the incomprehensible incomprehensible waves of energy and endless wails, maddening wails of whatever, and the unshakable cold. Yeah. Plus, hey, if they do an inquisition, if they do warfare,
Mm.
other aliens have heard of some alien species know about the warp. So like, okay, so what's the interrogation? He won't say a thing. Okay, let's go to warp. And the alien goes, no, 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 anything but the warp. I'll tell you everything. Oh god. Basically, if you're unprepared and you go into the warp, even a minute, you'll be you'll just be a shaking mess, screaming for hours until you just die naturally of shock.
You'll probably end up catatonic.
No, 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 you won't be catatonic. You'll just be screaming endlessly.
Just like in the movie. Yep, it's probably their depiction of hell in space. Who
Yeah.
knows? That might be true.
And well, instead of yeah, I think I even holy shit, I think I even injected a bit of Chronicles of Riddick lore into it.
Mm.
And
Furians.
yeah, basically similar mindset. All the other human colonies went to nice planets, comfortable Earth-like, and then the MC. Okay,
Necromongers.
let's go to the harshest planet. Let's go to a very harsh planet, but the resources are plentiful. Lots of minerals we can use to create technology and become stronger. And then they did their fucking superpowered warrior race that can decimate decimate planets on their own by the hundreds. Just a
Mm.
few hundred of them can decimate an entire planet, and their warships they can nuke a planet out of existence. The main character is somehow, well, yeah, I just pretty much gave him a Deus Ex Machina. Somehow he's a founder. He's one of the founders of the colony planets, and they did gene therapy just to increase their odds of surviving that planet. He is an anomaly. Instead of everyone else just getting like 300 years to live, he gets a he gets an entire millennium. So he's like, okay. He finds out about Earth, so he just goes into cryosleep until either the androids win or the androids are on the verge of losing. He gets woken up around the end of the game, where the machines just yeeted themselves off of Earth and went somewhere else to conquer. They arrive, they beat the machines almost instantly, and then he romances 2B, the main girl. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much how the story
Interesting.
starts. Okay, so yeah, anyway, you guys continue your thoughts on Multiverse of Madness.
No, I think so. No.
So,
Well,
mm,
I think for me, and yeah, the first time I watched this film, it really was a shock to the system because I wanted it to be good. Or I wanted it to be as good as I would imagine it to be, but it failed in every aspect that I. Di ba, ito yung pinakaunang movie na pinanood ko na sumakit yung katawan ko paglabas ko ng sinema. Sobrang
Hey, look
sama.
at there are still good points in the film, though. I'm sorry, Jen.
Yeah, there are good points in this
yeah.
film, but the problem is the bad points outweigh everything else.
Of course.
When it, yeah, when it comes to the indeed in the entire MCU right now, si Doctor Strange lang talaga yung gusto ko. Kasi wala na natira eh. Mga ginawa nila kay Thor, 'di ba? Mga ginawa nila
Oh,
kay
wala
Captain
na.
America, tignan mo yung ginawa nila kay
Wala
Iron
na.
Man 2. Mm. So this was actually very intriguing for me because I wanted this movie to be good.
To work.
And even to work. Pero this was essentially broken from the plot points, from the continuity point, and also character development wise talagang totally wala. When we were going to talk about visuals, we're going to talk about special effects. Even sometimes in CGI nga, it's a hit or miss eh. The only thing I love siguro are some of the scary aspects of this
Oh, Sam Raimi.
movie. Mm. They could have made
Very
this into
Army
an
of Dark.
R18, 'di ba? They could have made this into an
Yeah,
R18 movie and it could
R-rated.
have worked better. Talaga. And never really imagined na pucha yung magiging pinakakalaban nyo dito sa Scarlet Witch for some fucking reason.
And
Talagang
then she
totally
just and she loses by killing herself.
you not even know if she's officially dead, di ba? Kasi gagamitin pa nila yon. Cash cow yan eh. I mean,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen's one of the biggest draws that they have right now. So, I think for me, yung pinanood ko uli ngayon, I mean, this is the third time na pinanood ko uli. Parang sa akin, gusto ko ng sumuka. Dahil each and every time na pinapanood ko, there's something new na detail na I'm trying to connect with everything else that it doesn't even stick or talagang totally associated siya sa mga ibang movies or ibang timelines na dapat associated siya with or connected with. Um, Katulad dun sa Loki, dapat may ano yun eh, 'di ba may connection nito nangyari dito and also kay Kang which na proven walang kinalaman lahat. Even sa Eternals, wala din kinalaman yung nangyari doon sa main,
Celestial.
yeah, main plotline nila. Talagang it's essentially broken. And it's such a shame kasi Benedict Cumberbatch, no matter kung anong isipin natin sa kanya sa person, I think you guys know what I mean. Magaling siyang actor. And it's totally
Sherlock
wasted.
Holmes.
Totally wasted dito sa movie na to for some reason. What I can't even understand is why, ayoko ikumpara, pero why can't these people be like Henry Cavill when it comes to these characters?
Oh God, yes. His
I
passion.
guess that's how I think that's how and where Cavill would show to us sa fandom na people like him who have knowledge and familiarity with the mythos, with the
I
lore
am
of the
excited
fandom.
for Warhammer series.
Yeah.
I know it's Amazon, but you have to consider, even if it's
But
Amazon,
Amazon made some good ones naman based on the
yeah,
material like
Amazon, they
Terminal
have
List.
Reacher and Criminal List
Yeah.
and Reacher.
Yeah, Reacher
Then,
as well.
come to think of it, plus Henry Cavill is putting in his contract, he wants to be the executive producer and the star.
Kasi si Cavill is just one of those rare talents na who would understand and would really care for the franchise. Eh karamihan yun mga activists eh. Kaya yeah,
He's he's
it's going to
basically
burn
a
talaga.
more tolerable version of what's his name? Oh shit, who's the other Edward Norton. Basically, he's got the
Ah,
talent. He's got the talent of Edward Norton, but he's not a complete asshole like Edward Norton.
Um, yeah, let me just give you some updates dito kasi I'm investigating kung saan umaabot yung ano ko, copyright. So apparently hindi na copyright yung mismong page. Ako ang na-copyright. Why?
so
Anong ginawa ko?
How did that happen?
Oh God.
My personal profile was copyright written. Hindi ko alam. Ayun, kasi 'di ba usually na iba na yung usapan pero singin ko na natin. Usually if you're going to have a copyright strike like malala yung dati sa Kamen Rider Black, yung page mo ang mismo ika-copyright nila. What happened here is my account is restricted. My personal account was restricted kanina lang, around 10 p.m. So, ang tagal.
bakit copyright?
Yun nga eh. And only I could see this nakalagay dito for 24 hours. I cannot go live. So, thank God, hindi yung yung page, di ba? Pero, ang
Yeah,
hindi ko
but
maintindihan dito,
still,
why is it in my personal profile? So, meaning, there's actually someone following the page.
Oo, and reporting you
Nagalit.
most probably.
Yeah,
Oo.
nagalit.
basically, you have a troll in your
Oh
account.
my God.
Your
We
page.
we
Why
can't
don't
Main
you
conclude
just
lurker.
that yet.
join us here? Just join us here. Let's talk and let's see if your takes are better or at least your analysis is better. We are not like other people. Yun naman sabi ko,
Yeah,
when I say other people,
exactly.
do we do not malign anyone else that has a different
Exactly.
opinion unless you're trying to alam mo yun, parang you're trying to argue with us with bad faith. We have people here who doesn't even share 100% of our a viewpoint. Like see Anthony, he has his own. Jess has his own.
Mm.
Pat has his own. I
Yes.
have my own. The only thing
Pero
that we probably
anong
100
kinopyright sa iyo?
yun nga eh. Yun hindi ko alam. Wala nakalagay dito eh. There's no proper explanation of what the copyright is. Kasi wala naman
Is it
akong
is it
pinapakitang
the,
kahit ano.
Is it the Aerith posts or?
No. Hindi, yung mismong ano, yung video yung na-copyright, pero through me. It's through me, it's
Mm,
not through the page. Kasi 'di ba,
Maybe it's when you share the link through the pay. Maybe it's when you share the link to the podcast.
I
Maybe.
keep on we keep on doing that. I keep on doing that for 2 years. Ganun ang ginagawa ko. Ngayon lang nangyari 'to. Jeez. Sorry, I'm getting very, very angry kasi sinayang yung oras natin eh. Yun lang eh.
nah, it
May
wasn't wasted. I mean, it's good to get together again after a considerable while. Yeah, nothing was wasted.
Yes,
Cheer up,
Well, we
Christmas
still
buddy.
time.
got to roast the movie.
Oh. Tsaka it's good to congregate among nerds and geeks ulit.
Mm-mm.
And even if we just watched I mean a certain portion of it, nakikita rin natin yung mga good points and bad points eh. Like you saying na yung sayang yung theme, tapos Anthony saying the horror elements maganda. And ako
Yeah.
naman, I
They
would
could have
notice on
straight
how
up
how
they could have
much
straight up
they
made
played
it
up.
a horror movie, di ba, Jess? They could have
Yeah.
straight up made it
I
a horror movie. It
know.
could have worked.
And it's Sam Raimi.
Mm.
Oh,
Honestly,
he
I like Sam Raimi
mm.
directing and producing kasi Spider-Man
And,
was by Sam Raimi din eh.
Ay, Jess, nasabi ko
and you
ba?
gotta
Or,
admit, I don't know what you guys think about Drag Me to Hell, but I watched it. I remember watching it recently. Oh my god, I like it.
I love that movie. Yes, of course,
And
The Evil Dead franchise.
of
Yeah,
course,
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead. I mean, Drag Me to Hell. I mean, there was a scene with the supposedly they were supposed to transfer the demon hunting her into a
Lilith.
goat and
Yeah,
sacrificing,
the
and
Cians.
then
That was a Cians. Yeah.
the seance, and then when it transferred to the assistant, and he just went all. It just
It
went
went.
comedy.
Yeah, it went into comedic relief. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun
it's
and scary at the same time.
exactly.
Yeah, Evil Dead feels the horror
I
and
mean,
comedy.
Sam Raimi. It's Sam Raimi. When I found out he did that, I know. Yeah, that does sound like Sam Raimi. Shit, it
Clap
works.
to Nerot. I need to Google that
siguro ito, ito yung
Sinabi.
tanong ko sa ano, ay, kay Jess first. Jess, do you know who actually wrote the story for Multiverse of Madness?
I'm aware before Handa, there was a guy na they they delegated kasi
Mm.
he's somewhat of an expert daw sa mga multiverse, mga stories, ganun ganon. I'm not sure if he's still the same guy. He's a guy na actually yung na delegate for Multiverse of Madness. Pero yun
You want,
lang.
you want to know who?
Who?
Yung writer ng Loki.
Oh,
No.
Now you know
pero
why, how messed up this is and
oo.
why it
Pero
went the way that it did. Kasi he only had 3 weeks daw to create a storyline. So
mm,
a lot of revisions were made na hindi naman dapat talaga.
tapos
So
pinasok si Raimi.
and ito yung ano, ito yung this is based on what I've heard and seen on the interviews. Yung totoong plot point ng Multiverse of Madness should have been an official Doctor Strange 2 storyline. Meaning,
Mm,
this will involve Gargantos or what you call it na si ano talaga, Shumagorat should have been
Shumagorath.
there.
May
Mm.
ano ate,
Ah,
may copyright ano yung Shumagorath kasi
oo,
eh.
meron daw for
Kaya
some
sa
reason. It's the same way.
Conan the Barbarian lore, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
it's ano, ang pinakakalaban nila would be Kalmodo. Siya dapat ang
Oh, yeah.
pinakakalaban.
Mm,
And in the end, dun pala mag-evolve, magiging bad character si Wanda dun sa huli.
pwede.
That could have been better.
Pwede
Yeah, it
Instead,
better.
we
could have
had
worked
this.
better.
Sayang.
So, ngayon alam na natin kung saan nagkamali itong whole thing na to. It's basically in the writing and also rushing things.
Oo,
Everything in
sa pagka ano na, pinilit yung storyline, putya, wala na yan.
mm,
I mean, there
deserves.
are some movies naman na may mga may ginawa silang sorties or improvisations and it worked. Pero ito mukhang halata na spliced eh.
Mm,
Daming reshoots eh.
Yeah.
Tsaka rush talaga sa motivations pa lang ng villains eh. Napaka-lame eh.
I know.
And ang layo ng character ni Strange. Putya. Sa
It's not
Infinite
He was
War.
even
supposed to be
Sa
the
Infinite
guy who
War.
obsessive about every detail.
Yes. Di ba? Kaya nga 'di ba
well,
even though he Thanos posed a formidable threat against him, pero he didn't give up. But he did
Yeah,
what he did was he
he
checked out
had
the
to,
possible future. So
kaya
and
'di
nga,
they
di
ba?
ba?
followed the script.
In control. He's always in control.
Kaya nga
Kaya
sinabi ko kanina, him, yung parang, they keep on berating Strange here because he used the Darkhold. My goodness gracious, what do you think a hero would do, di ba? That hero will probably do everything para makahanap ng solusyon.
oh
So if
na-transit.
using the Darkhold would be the last thing na pwede niyang gamitin, then he will use it over and over again. We know Doctor Strange's character. Even the same when we talk about Tony Stark and Iron Man. Magre-resort yan sa mga things na unconventional if it's the only thing remaining for them to use in order to achieve what needs to be done.
Hmm.
So, bakit nila fino-fault kay Strange? Yung Strange nila na, yeah, you've used the Darkhold way too much times na we see your potential to do evil and then papatayin ka namin because of it. Kahit na hindi mo pa ginagawa.
Oh.
Not to mention, if you could
Pero
see
si
yung character...
Like the
Mm.
baby
pero
Hitler argument.
pero si Wanda easy sila eh, no.
Oh, yeah. And here's another question then. Do you think this Illuminati shit, itong team ng Illuminati na to, they outright sacrifice their own Doctor Strange? Sa tingin nyo ba hindi nila papatayin si America Chavez?
They will.
Papatayin nila.
Yeah,
Kasi di
they
ba?
possibly would.
They will.
Pero parang Diet Coke of Illuminati version to
It's not
eh.
even
Terms
close
of
eh.
comics. So.
Di ba? It's not even close. What
It's
even...
gonna
Cringe.
be
Napaka-cringe.
even
Bakit?
the Illuminati. Well, not even the not Marvel Illuminati is better than that. Oh, especially the not Marvel Illuminati, if you know what I mean.
What exactly is? Para lang ma-align
You
natin.
know
Baka
the
may baby.
IRL Illuminati,
Yung
Ah,
ano?
the
Real life.
conspiracy.
Yeah. Pero yung Illuminati kasi sa Marvel, si Namor, si Professor X, si Black Bolt, si
Captain
si
America. Di ba?
hindi kasama si Captain America.
Hindi, kasama siya
Wait,
nung
wait,
una
wait.
eh.
Yung
Namor
una?
is
No,
Oh, it,
isn't.
Hindi.
Si Iron Man.
Iron Man, si Stark, and Professor
alam ko nandun
X.
si Captain America nun, pero he decided not to continue. Parang tinanggalan din siya ng
Not
memory.
sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not sure.
wait,
Pero ito,
Namor is there.
yeah,
Yes,
Namor is
he
part
is.
of the Illuminati.
Namor
It's
is
like
there.
Cannot
every
think of one.
representative of um Marvel's groups, like the mutants, and then the Avengers,
Mm.
and then
Oh
for
god.
And they're the ones who
the
also held
mystical
on to
arts.
they also held on to the Infinity Stones.
Nandun din si
Oh,
di ba?
Infinity Verse.
Si si sorry, si Black Panther, he was part of the Illuminati at some point, right? Am I
I
right?
Yes,
I
he
don't
is.
Yeah, di ba?
yeah.
Yes,
Alam mo,
Oh, tama,
yes.
tama. Yung Soul Stone sa kanya.
mm.
Mm.
Kasi as far as I could remember, Captain America was part of that team, parang yung unang iteration, and then hindi niya nagustuhan yung approach, kaya
Yeah.
umalis siya. I think correct me if I'm wrong, parang binura yata ni Professor X yung memory na yun from his mind.
Posible. I think yeah, you
Mhm.
that's part of the lore. Ayun.
See, this is the same Illuminati na pinadala nila si Hulk sa ibang planeta, di ba?
World War Hulk.
Sisi sila pagbalik dito eh. So,
Ang
we
ganda
didn't...
ng story na yun eh. Si Greg Pak at saka I forgot the name of
World War Hulk?
World War. Oh, Greg Pak and Finch ba?
Oh,
David
yeah.
Finch ata.
Have you seen kung anong ginawa nila kay Scar?
Bloody hell.
Oh god, I saw it. I saw the pictures.
I've watched the series, but I
It was
mean,
Jet Li.
uh, I've wasted so much time kasi alam mo yun, gusto ko i-justify na mali ako. Yung parang
Mm.
sa akin. While I was watching She-Hulk, I knew deep in my mind that kahit panoorin ko siya o hindi, my opinion about this will never change. Dahil alam ko na why they're doing it eh. And when I watch it, pucha, hindi ko talaga matagalan. Pinilit kong panoorin na lang. Kahit na ayoko na. So, torture. Talaga. Oh my God.
Why?
I don't know. Kasi I think the director herself even admitted she just made that series out of spite against the quote unquote real fans or toxic fans.
Yes.
You're
And
just
then
wasting money.
they said those the writers even said that they don't know how to write a legal drama.
Mm.
Actually, yung mga yan kasi, mga pretenders yan. They pretend that they're successful, they pretend that they know the lore. Kaya, tapos they also have fans na who pretend who are nerds or or geeks or fans talaga. It's like yung si ano rin, yung sinong sumulat ng ISOM, yung
Eric
Who?
July.
si July. He actually showed a lot of instances na yung mga nag-shill, yung mga yan, yung mga haters ng mga true ano talaga, no? True nerds and geeks. Nahuhuli niya eh. Sasabihin kay Eric July na I have a lot of Marvel comics. Ayun pala digital tapos yung Amazing Ultimate Spider-Man hindi pa nga natatapos yung ilang isa o dalawang pages lang yung na-flip nahuhuli ni Eric July. So mga pretenders talaga sila. In other words, the industry is really going down the gutter. Kasi ewan ko ba, I have no idea who they are trying to cater to pero parang obvious na. They're just around to ruin the fandom, to create division. Kasi these franchises have been parang a pillar of ano sa atin eh. Parang traditions, hope, nuclear family, ganun, yung moral aspirations between good and
Mm.
evil.
Yep.
Eh sila, activism, they'll shove it in your faces. Kasi sa atin, I mean, it was a form of escapism. Yeah, reality can be stressful. Pero when you read books about super powered beings na they also have problems, but they find ways to be better. It also transfers over to sa reality natin na we can be,
Yeah.
superheroes in our own ways and right din. Eh, mga SJWs, I don't think they have those eh. They never had those aspirations eh. All they can do is scream and "Ah, they're
They
not
can't
agreeing with
build.
me. Oh,
They can never build. They can only tear
mm.
down.
Yeah, as Tolkien mentioned. Mm.
It's
Kaya
ano, very, nonsense talaga yung mga ganun talaga.
mm. Wala naman talaga wala silang identity. Kaya it shows din on how they can come up with a good product or a good story. Kasi they never grew up with the lore. Eh. I mean, you can't blame Henry Cavill for leaving The Witcher kasi
Yeah.
alam niya yung lore eh. Tapos gagaguhin na ng mga showrunners.
You know,
Ayun.
it's a fate worse than death.
Mm. Kaya
Seeing something you love torn down like that.
pero yung nag-implode naman, hindi rin tatagal yung Witcher. Hindi yan tatagal. Wala naman kasing mga I mean there's no such thing as good shit. Kaya nga ang dami nang naka-cancel eh. Westworld, ano pa, yung mga pero syempre yung Rings of Power tuloy-tuloy lang yan. May budget na yan, budget
They have
again.
money. Yeah, we have the money to do
I think they
so.
were given 1 billion.
For that's just
Mm,
for one season. Pero tuloy-tuloy ilang seasons pa 'yan. It's already set, may pera na 'yan for several seasons na nakontrata na 'yan
So
regardless
Amazon
if it's
burned.
bad.
So
Tuloy-tuloy.
Amazon burned that much money, billions of dollars,
Mm. Kasi
because
mm, Bezos thought
yeah.
na he sabi niya sa team niya, I want my Game of Thrones. Ayun.
my God. You guys, I mean sila, you guys are actually off your rockers kung iisipin yung kaya niyong gawin yung level na yun. So,
Yep.
Well, he's really out of touch. Sinabihan nga siya ng anak niya nung nakuha yung Rings of Power, sabi niya sa tatay niya, "You better not fuck this up, dad."
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, kaya wala, nobody cares about that series, Rings of Power. Tangina, Galadriel, Gal, ano, Guy
Kay
Ladriel
Ladriel.
is
Gay
insufferable.
Ladriel, I think.
Mm.
Gay
Ibig
Ladriel.
sabihin gagawin niyo ng gay yung
Guy
character
Ladriel.
also.
Mm.
My God.
Tapos fanfiction, shipping kay
Kasi
nag-shipping kay
Sora.
ano kay Sauron. Mm.
Oh, just stop na. Just stop talaga. But I want to talk
If
about
you're gonna do a fanfic, why don't might as well add something original?
Wala they can't seem to, I mean, these are existing properties. They can't even come up with something new or creative out of it. Yung pinakamagandang ano was in the 90s. Sabihin natin yung Justice League, no? Si Grant Morrison when he restarted JLA, Justice League of America. Ayun yung first issue na ginawa niya na si Batman is not a totally useless member. Kasi yung sa first issue, lahat ng members na natalo, they were defeated by this squad. Ayun, na-figure out ni Batman na White Martians pala. Which we only find out several issues later. Napaka-badass ng writing dun eh. Kasi it keeps you wondering kung ano yung tumatalo sa Justice League. Ayun pala, White Martians. Tapos after nun, sunod-sunod na yun. May Tower of Babel, na in which Rajal Ghul found,
alam mo,
uh,
dapat sumama ka dun sa ano namin, yung breakdown namin ng Tower of Babel o yung Justice League Doom.
ah,
Sayang. Sayang.
actually yung Tower of Babel, ko talaga, kabisado ko yun. Even before, yung kalaban nila yung The Key, tapos yung kalaban nila yung Angels sa basta yung Grant Morrison run ng JLA, kabisado ko yun. Superman going toe to toe with Asmodiel, yung angel, na fallen angel. And he
Fucking
was
hell.
yung oh, kaya that was
Wait,
a
Yung
good
I
ano,
never read.
good
How did that
stories.
happen? How did that go along? How did Superman handle?
I think they defeated the angels kasi sino nga yung isang angel na kumampi sa kanila, they found the frequency that
mm,
that made them return back to heaven ulit. Ayun.
Okay, so
Pero
at least they didn't do anything
damage,
too outrageous.
Pero yun nga si as model was a force to be reckoned with. Ayun. And that Superman version was yung Electric Superman. So tapos may storyline din na Rock of Ages. Basta maganda yung Grant Morrison run ng JLA. Maraming pwedeng i-mine sa sa mga old books eh. Yung mga woke stories ngayon, wala kang mamimina diyan.
Well,
Kaya
that's just it.
good luck na lang kay Zaslav.
I,
Yeah, Zaslav.
what do you think pagdating kay Zaslav na ano? Right
Yung
now, because I cannot really give any credence kay James Gunn after what he's doing.
Yeah, as in he's gonna reset.
ang daming
He's
rumors
hitting the reset
ngayon.
button.
Kung minsan lumalabas si Zaslav yung kontrabida, lumalabas din si James Gunn yung kontrabida, pero time will tell na lang talaga.
No, kasi
Kasi
alam mo paano naging kontrabida dito si James Gunn because he also burned yung fans na ayaw dun sa decision niya eh.
mm,
So,
yeah, that's one as well.
'di ba yun? if one thing that's very evident for these people, kasi James Gunn's given the opportunity to take over. Parang I'm not sure kung CEO tawag doon kasi parang tinatawag din nila ng DC Studios because Zaslav
Mm.
oversees the entire Discovery Warner thing. So hindi rin hindi naman siya 100% on to sa DC Studios kasi yun parang subsidiary lang niya or parang part lang ng company, hindi naman yun yung buo eh. Though
Mm.
what I'm really pissed about the entire thing when it comes to James Gunn's decision to let go of Henry Cavill. Not because fanboy ako ni Cavill. I really wasn't to be honest with you. Pero I love Henry Cavill as Clark
Superman.
Kent Superman because
Ah,
the potential was there and um as bad as it seems na yung mga ginawa nga ni Snyder when it comes to the Snyderverse niya, he casted
mm.
the almost perfect cast but
Yeah, Gal
never,
Gadot.
'di ba? But
Mm.
never even gave a damn about the writing. Parang sa kanya it's more of a spectacle lang na kaya kong gawin yung
Yeah,
mga ganito.
300,
Mm.
Sucker Punch.
Meron pa siyang gagawin na isa pang movie pero ang hindi ko talaga maintindihan dito, if you are really aiming for a reset, remove everyone. That includes
Oh,
Zachary Levi, all of the movies cancel it out pero takot sila eh. So, in a business perspective,
Anehisi Coach.
mm, jeez. In a business perspective move, kung naghahabol kayo ng pera, this is probably the worst thing that you guys would have done or
Mm.
have done is to take out one of your biggest selling names. Kasi let's admit it, pag yung sa Black Adam kung hindi lumabas si dito, si Henry Cavill dito,
Apple.
it would have
Nobody
been
would
a
watch it.
lot worse, 'di ba? Pangit na
Mm.
nga ngayon eh. Mas magiging worse pa kung hindi in-announce yung ganun. Feeling ko nga ginamit lang din ni The Rock si Henry Cavill eh. Para
Sabi nga daw.
magkaroon, 'di ba? Para magkaroon ng
Yeah.
kita.
Mm.
It's not far from the truth. But again, why is James Gunn doing all of this? Um, does he want to prove himself na mas magaling siya kay Kevin Feige? Because right now,
Pwede.
the first, 'di ba? The first three moves na ginawa mo
Yeah.
hindi maganda. Except for recasting Jason Momoa's Lobo that I fully agree with.
Yes,
So,
I
Pero
like it.
sa akin, overrated si James Gunn for me. Kasi, tapos, he's basically a shill din.
pag nakikita ko nga itsura niya, parang naalala ko si J.J. Abrams eh,
He's a shill pa rin.
for some reason. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, okay, sige, maganda siya. Yung una. Yun lang.
Actually, it was a different approach. I mean, I read the books kasi maganda yung
Oo.
storyline. No? Yung War of the Kings. Tapos, basta, iba eh. Kaya nung pasayaw-sayaw siya, sabi, well, okay, let's just go along. Tapos yung Drax parang moron eh. Pero sige na nga lang. I mean, let's just go along na lang. Pero he has a way of writing stories na which can go along with his choice of music. Tapos he has a way of parang putting touchy moments ganun. Human side to the story. Pero parang naging typical James Gunn eh. Ganun yung formula niya. Kumbaga parang may
And then he puts
emotional.
too much comedy.
Oh, may comedy, may emotional tapos action, I don't think he's really bright when it comes to coming up with fight scenes kasi basta I mean napaisip nga ako kung ano yung ultimate na superhero movie na may magandang fight scene kasi sa comic books marami. Ito actually sa DC Animated Universe mas maganda-ganda pa nga eh.
Oh
Mga fight
yeah.
scenes eh. Oh, kasi it's based on the books themselves eh.
Hon-
Kaya sa
Honestly, it's
movie,
hard to
'di ba?
create live action superhero movies.
Or coming up with
The
the fight
actual.
scene. O yung ultimate fight scene na well, Endgame pulled it off yung Trinity ng Marvel facing off
Yeah.
Thanos. That was a good
Yeah,
fight
that's
scene.
honestly one of the best
'Di ba? Kasi Captain America wielding Mjolnir. That was a good ano, that was a good setup. Eh si James Gunn ano, Harley Quinn
You,
beating
you know,
Starro the Conqueror. Ano ba yun tangina?
one thing kaya naasag din ako kay James Gunn, it took them a very, very long time to introduce Adam Warlock.
Wala na yun.
Yeah.
Hilaw na yun. Kahit yung pag-defeat niya kay ano eh, kay ano yun yung sino nga kalaban sa unang Guardians, si Ronan the Accuser. Sinewan, oh, sinewan-sewan lang eh, parang pero okay
Was
lang.
it,
It was
hindi, totoo, was that part of anything in the comics, yung sayo-sayo na yun?
wala, he
No.
doesn't dance in the comic books.
Oh,
Oh,
he's a
so not
serious
not
guy
that
in the
cool.
comics.
Oh, he's a serious guy. Even if you watch yung cartoons na Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, nag-cameo dun yung Guardians of the Galaxy and the Peter Quill. Yan, si Peter Quill, si Star-Lord, is a very stoic leader ng Guardians of the Galaxy. Very stoic siya. Hindi siya yung comedic na moronic type na kaya
Shit.
parang parang Cyclops na leader type siya, si Scott Summers. Parang may pagka-Captain
Oh,
America na leadership din.
Yeah.
Kaya
Para siyang
kaya ang layo
Captain
ng
America.
kaya ang layo ng personality niya na binigay ni James Gunn sa kanya. Tapos yung si Drax ganun din moronic. Ayun. Si Mantis ginawa din parang tanga. Considering sa books, she's a formidable character. Ayun.
damn.
Oh, di ba si Drax, pinatay niya si Thanos.
Thanos, oh, I think several times nga rin eh. Kasi he's like built to defeat his brother. Parang half brother niya yun eh.
Wait. He is
Dito
really
parang,
in the comics. He's
yeah, he's
related
related in
to.
the books. Yeah, yeah. Parang he's related data in some way. Nakalimutan ko eh.
Wait,
I think,
Jace.
no.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Jace is
Mm,
here from 540 Studios. He's a good friend of mine from, I think he is from Norway.
mm,
So he also has his own channel na, ano din, Tagalog na lang. Parang ganito din yung ginagawa. It's more pop culture, more and stuff.
yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, man. Siguro, if you wanna join in and talk,
Yeah.
mag-ayos tayo ng ano. Right now, if I think patapos na rin tayo in a few. Pero, Jace, if you wanna join in, just talk with the guys. Magkaka-vibe naman tayong lahat dito, guys. He's also he's a good person in general talaga. But if you wanna jump in, sabihan mo na ako. Nagtagalog na ako. Just tell me. Just send me a message over Facebook. But yeah, you're mentioning something. Nasan tayo kay Thanos? Am I right?
Si Drax being something like related. Parang or hindi ko lang maalala. Kasi yung introduction ni Thanos at saka ni Drax was in Invincible Iron Man, parang ganun. Tapos yung title cover was Beware the Brothers, parang ganun. So baka doon ko na confuse. But I don't need to look back onto the Drax
What is
Thanos
the
connection.
what is the reason kung bakit galit na galit si Drax?
Si Drax the
Remember?
Destroyer as he's known, I think he's nakalimutan ko na rin eh. Na kasi ako nito eh, na-sanitize na ako ng James Gunn na
Woke
Drax
shit.
eh, na pinatay yung asawa tsaka anak eh. Ayun. I'll need to read back some of the old titles ng Silver Surfer. Doon ko na nabasa yun si Drax nung umpisa eh.
So
Pero
yeah.
he
So
goes way back sa Iron Man.
guys, Jace will be joining us. So
It's cool.
if we could do
Yeah,
some EOP stuff na pagdating niya. So we could talk. I mean,
no
this guy or
problem.
knows his stuff talaga din.
Mm.
And I've
Nice.
been in his channel for a while. I've been invited multiple times in his channel nung naka-work from home pa tayo. Yun eh, when you're working from home, it's far easier to do these stuff. It's far easier for you to actually book guests. Unlike, di ba, nakuha ko nga sa drinker, di ba?
Mm.
I really
Holy
want to do
shit.
that
Yeah, I
interview again.
remember that.
I really want to do that interview again sometime in the future. So,
Hey, what up,
Jace,
dude? A long
how's
time
Hey,
no
how's
see.
Jace.
how's it going, man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Just a little headache, but I haven't got my coffee yet, so that's why.
Let me just introduce my friends. Also, Jace. This is
Yeah.
Anthony, Jess,
Hello.
Hello.
and Pat.
Hey.
Hey, Jace. Jess
Good to
here.
meet you all.
Mm.
Good to meet you as well.
They you are in let's just say you are in the same bubble that we're in, so there's no problem here when it comes to fandom. We're all the
Oh
same.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is, man.
Mm.
It's like with the
Let
James
me
Gunn thing. You guys talked about James Gunn. It's just like I like his Guardians of the Galaxy. I always have. Like I hate 90% of all the MCU. Always have, always will.
That's
I had
cool.
I didn't even like Endgame. I think Infinity War was okay. I didn't like Civil War. I didn't like, a lot of these crappy movies, and it's
Mm,
just the way I am. But James Gunn, I don't like. I understand people who defend him a little bit. I do understand
mm,
both sides of the spectrum, but for me personally, I how do I say this? I don't agree with firing Henry, but also
Mm-mm.
we can't only blame Gunn. We also have to blame Warren Brothers. All of those people that
that's
work in
loud.
the DCU. Yep, we have to blame all of them too because they wasted Henry's opportunity to do more solo Superman stuff.
Which
And
fans are looking forward to.
it's like I would love to see Henry Cavill back as Superman. A mixture of a little dark and a little lighter Superman. Get the mixture of what we could have. But unfortunately, that's not what we got to have. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Black Adam.
No, we
Yeah,
We
watched
have.
Black
We have.
Adam.
Yeah, because
What's your consensus on that movie?
I stopped watching after like some seconds in the movie or so, 1 minute in a movie or something.
We
what turned you off, Jace? Which
Yeah, because
uh,
to be honest
The-
with you, Jace, Pat, me, and Anthony kind of enjoyed the movie for what it is. So,
Yeah.
mm,
No, I don't remember the dialogue, but it was like one dialogue a kid shouldn't even know what is, and it's a little political
yeah,
woke shit, and we're just like,
Oh yeah, that one.
yeah,
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 in the
that
start of the
that I
movie.
agree
that
with.
just
Yeah,
happened once. That just
yeah,
happened
yeah.
once.
It was me,
Yeah,
my
mm,
co-host Spartacus, and we were like
yes,
sitting
Chris.
down, yeah, and we were like trying to see it, and we're just like, nah, we let's just watch Spider-Man No Way Home, the extended cut instead.
No, but
That's
to
nice.
the movie's credit, Black Adam, yeah, it's a far departure from how we know that Adam or Black Adam is. To be
Yeah, I
honest with
think
you, it's not even resembling.
my
Mm.
biggest issue, it's The Rock. He plays the same
He
damn
plays The Rock.
character
character.
in
Yep.
every single movie. It's just like,
Exactly.
yeah, now I'm watching The Rock playing The Rock again. Yes, he's gonna be a badass. He's gonna be like this. Okay, it's fun. The old same old same old. But I did skip to the end of the movie just because I wanted to see Henry Cavill. That's the only reason why. Like, you just skipped over everything else and just
You know
skipped to
what
see Henry.
we mainly enjoyed the performance of Pierce Brosnan.
Here's
Pierce
Brosnan.
Brosnan,
Yeah,
Doctor
Yeah, it
Fate.
was cool. Yeah, it's
I've
very
seen the
very cool.
clips with him, and he looked like he did a good job.
Mm.
But I have no intention to finish the movie. Maybe after
No,
some beers, maybe.
aren't you excited to see The Rock play The Rock in a Rock
No,
movie?
dude,
You jabroni.
No,
with
there's some scenes there, man. You should check it out. The kid was actually trying to teach him how to do a one-liner for some stupid reason, and it's very mindless and it's very corny, but also fun at the same time. You can ask Pat, right, Pat?
Yeah, it's
The entire
hilarious. He tries to say the line, but he always kills the guy before he gets to say the line.
yeah.
no, I have heard
Oh,
from others too that it's not half bad with a lot of stuff, but it's The
It's
Rock.
not really good, but it's entertaining.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's The
That's the
Rock
you
for
difference.
you
me.
watch it to have fun.
Mm-mm.
You just watch it, turn your brain off, enjoy the shit happen, and that's it.
That's very rare for us to actually say to turn your brain off, but in this instance, probably just turn your brain
Uh,
off when it comes
yeah,
to this.
I guess I couldn't turn my brain off because I've always
Yeah,
seen
me
Yeah,
Black
too.
Adam as an antagonist or an anti-hero. So seeing
Mm,
him being prepped up as one of DC's so-called heroes. I mean, I even saw Jim Lee's drawings of the DC EU, where Black
yeah,
Adam was I think in center on the on splash page, and then
yeah.
Superman was somewhere on the right side. I just found it ridiculous. So yeah,
Mm,
I
that's
just
fine.
decided not to watch it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
And, and I know you guys also talked
Well, to the
about
movie's credit, here's what's really refreshing about it.
yeah,
I don't have to suspend disbelief on how the bad guys survive fighting Adam because
Mm,
they don't.
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
they don't
Usually,
survive.
yeah,
They don't
they don't
survive.
Yeah, I
usually.
mean,
Yes, that's true.
exactly. Thank you, Jace. Thank you, Jace. I noticed even fighting against a godlike being, somehow the goons survive in other superhero movies.
Even Batman.
How the Especially Batman. How the fuck do you survive fighting?
No, but in with Batman's credit, I think when you watch Batman versus Superman, he kills
Yeah,
tons of the people in
Batfleck.
that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
warehouse
does kill
scene.
a few people. He
Yeah.
does
yeah.
kill a few people there.
You
I
were
like the
saying,
Especially
violent
the
Batman.
I don't
sorry.
mind that in the Snyderverse that Batman is a little older and has lost his way a little bit. I liked that change, but that's because I like movies like that, and not just because that's just the way I like movies. I like when
yeah.
heroes are a little bit
Dark,
dark.
I, oh god,
Um,
thank you,
violent.
Jace. Thank you, Jace. Thank you.
yeah, because
I'm
I
not
I
the only
enjoyed it.
one.
Like I've
No,
said
you guys
before,
are not the only ones.
it's
I also
like I said
enjoy.
before. Yeah, it's like what I
Go.
said before. I think Ben Affleck was a good choice for Batman, and I
I
really liked
agree.
him as Batman. And he looks like the fucking Batman from a lot of comics. They have a lot of the same
The
Yeah.
facial
comics,
structures and
mm,
everything.
the warehouse scene, that was definitely comics
You
type
don't.
of action.
You,
Mm.
what you're saying to me is you don't like George Clooney as Batman then,
Pattinson.
or even Pattinson?
Oh
Oh yeah,
god.
Pattinson.
Jace, have you watched Batman 2021?
When
The Batman.
The
Oh yeah, the
Batman.
Batman. Yeah, we did do a review on it. Unfortunately, I had to remove the review of it because that person who is in the one of the people in the video doesn't work for us anymore. So I did it for respect, and we got into agreement.
Mm.
okay, that's respectable.
But I did watch it. I did like it in the start with the things, but after watching it over and over again, trying to see the mistakes and other stuff,
Just drags
You see a
on.
lot.
Mm.
because
You're
I
you're
had
not
the
supposed to
same
watch it again.
no, and it's like I had the same experience, like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers when he tried to force himself to like Last Jedi at one point. He tried to force himself to like it because it's Star Wars, right? So I tried to like force myself to like the movie, and that's why I kind of like, oh, I like this movie. But when I started watching it for the second time, the third time, I'm like, no, I don't like this Riddler at all. I take back what I said about this because
Yeah,
I
I even
didn't.
hate the Riddler. I just found him annoying.
Yeah, and the stupid simple jokes and
The
Patterson
yelling.
he has potential, but we have to see a Bruce Wayne. We have to see the mixture of both identities.
Yeah.
We have to get a good main a story that maintains, and because when Patterson was playing Batman, he was playing Batman through the whole movie. It was like, where is
Mm.
Bruce Wayne? He's not acting like Bruce Wayne. He's
I
like,
mean,
where's the
even
Playboy?
Alfred tells him to be Bruce Wayne.
You're breaking up, Pat. Your mic's breaking up.
Even even
There
Alfred is telling Pattinson to become Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
you
No, and
Well,
also I
honestly,
know you
the
guys.
Alfred there, okay, year one, but honestly, I Andy Serkis, he does a great father figure Alfred, but
Yeah.
It's
I
lacking.
wanna hear him do the. I wanna see Alfred have the British ass British asshole with a heart Butler thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah, the sarcastic. Yeah,
Yes.
actually, Jeremy Irons did it. I like the
Exactly. That's what I loved about
Yes.
Jeremy Irons.
Yes. Jeremy Irons. Yes.
He always says the meanest things to Bruce Wayne, but he always says it with a good intention.
It's like
I
you
the
don't.
know.
the animated series Alfred, also
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Like
Yeah.
Alfred, draw me a bath. And then, what's this? I drew you a bath, sir.
And also, I know you guys talked about mom, as I call it.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, Mom,
Yeah, we were
Multiverse
yeah,
of
roasting the movie.
Madness.
We
yeah.
were
yeah.
roasting it.
I
You know what happened, Jace?
Yes, yes,
I
I
got
saw the movie.
copyright stricken.
I went on a total. After I watched the movie, I called my co-host Sparta Chris, and he was at work. I was like, I don't fucking care if he works or
Where's Chris
sleeps or
right
whatever.
now?
I don't care. So I
Where's Chris
called
right
the
now?
mother.
Is he at
He
work?
is probably with family or
Oh
something.
yeah, yes.
So I called
Were you
him, and I'm just
forced to
like,
watch it?
he has not watched it. But I called him and I'm just like, I fucking hate this movie. This one,
Yeah, I remember that. I was
it's up
there
there with
when.
Captain Marvel. It's just like I fucking hate it. And when you see like Professor X, oh, it's Patrick Stewart. I fucking yeah,
Died like a bitch.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
he dies. The whole crew dies, and
I mean,
no.
they fucking nerfed Professor X.
And you got more Captain Marvel
Uh,
in
and it's
that
just
movie.
like I have met so many people that are defending Scarlet Witch in this movie
Uh,
because they understand her, and I'm just like, oh my,
I don't care.
we were
If
actually
you
talking on
relate
how lame
if you relate
her clothes
with
were.
Scarlet Witch, or if you want to justify your actions, there is something wrong with you.
yeah,
No, I
Do
she's
you
think
think
hot.
she?
That's all, but I don't agree with her. She's
no,
hot,
no, no.
but
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
she's cute.
the reason why they are agreeing with her because of the entire thing that happened in Westview and WandaVision. They're trying to make that justifiable in their means because she lost her sons, she lost Vision, but in the end, no, that's not really what happened. Did you actually watch WandaVision in its entirety?
yeah. And it's just like when she have kids in other universes, who the fuck is the father?
No, no,
Isn't it Vision?
Yeah.
Is it someone else? You never get.
no.
Exactly. Here's the thing: Doctor Strange could fix it in about, I don't know, 15 minutes, depending on how long it takes him for to get it on.
They
Yeah.
tried to emulate the Wanda from House of M, where she lost her nuts and decided to just whisper "No more mutants."
Well, in the
That's
comic, it
why
worked. Like
Yeah,
it worked.
yeah,
isn't
worked.
one the vision almost as close as what we probably
House
have
of
with
M.
House of M, right? It's almost
Not
close, right?
really, not really, because for House of M, she kind of did it in unintentionally. She, because of her grief and despair, she just
Mm.
whispered "No more mutants," and all of a sudden the
Yep.
world was forever changed. But this one, she seems to be aware of
All
everything.
she's
she,
aware of
No, no,
it.
no.
She's
yeah,
still
She's
she
just in
she
cares.
yeah
denial, I
She
guess.
yeah
doesn't
she
care
she
about
Mm.
anyone.
she took the whole town hostage. So it's
Yes,
totally different.
No,
she did.
you guys are just bigots because you remember what
Pick it. Yeah.
Captain Marvel just said there. Like
Yeah.
they'll never know what you sacrifice for them.
Yeah, my God, that made
Yeah.
me cringe.
The
Honestly,
Hmm.
hell is
It wasn't only Cap. Yeah, it was yeah,
who wrote this?
Captain Marvel's daughter.
yeah.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the best written character there is actually Vision.
In One Division.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is the best when it comes
he's
to
the only
one by one.
likable one.
Mm.
He is the
Everything else
only one
falls
that I
apart.
enjoyed watching when I saw
Mm.
it. And of course, I did enjoy Evan Peters before they made that stupid
Oh yeah, yeah.
Transformer
Stupid
Oh,
joke.
twist. Yeah,
Yeah, Evan Peter.
I thought it
Because
was
he is
Yeah,
a
he was
perfect
fun.
Quicksilver. He's a perfect Quicksilver, and you're
exactly.
just gonna
Yeah, he
waste
was
him like that.
fun.
I thought they were indeed making it as an intro for the mutants then, but after that episode when they
Bait and
they
switch.
treated yeah bait
What,
and
what? Yeah,
switch.
yeah. What they could
I
have
stopped
done,
watching it.
you actually have Evan Peters as Quicksilver, and at the end of the fucking season, you can actually also have Magneto show up because you have Witch, you have
Yeah,
Quicksilver. You could have done something
And
new. You
Roman.
could have introduced the mutants in a really powerful way. You could have done something, and
Exactly.
he could have gotten mad at her for this is a big mistake or something.
Yeah.
You could have done something that just to impact the whole story with her. But no, she just runs away after everything and just like, yeah, I don't care. It's fine. It's whatever. For innocent people, who cares? It's-
that was a shit show, man. As in, I stopped watching it. But
Morally
though I did,
speaking, it's a shit
yeah,
show.
though I did try watching Captain BLM and the Winter Soldier, but after the
uh,
continuous virtue signaling and shoving
no
the
shit. You hear it
message,
all the
yeah,
fucking time in the show, basically.
You,
Yeah.
you
even the
know where
final, yeah,
you know when I stopped watching that? It's the episode
when the cops
when yeah.
cop scene. That's
Oh,
where
the
I
cop
stopped as
scene. Oh
well. Yeah,
god, that was so fucking ridiculous.
that's where I
That.
stopped as well. Yeah, I decided I'm not going to continue with this crap. I'm done with it.
Yeah. No, it is
And
a shit show.
the only sensible character there's is actually the anti-hero. Walker was the only sensible person.
I
Honestly, the only
I
guy
don't
there I liked
know.
was Zemo.
Yeah,
Well,
Zemo was
yeah,
entertaining.
yeah.
Yeah, Simo is like he's not quite as in the comics, but it is the actor who also makes this character really fun to watch. I think
Yeah.
I don't like Civil War, but one of the reasons I do watch it is because of Simo, because he's just a simple guy, and
Yeah,
make them fight. He's the one who
manipulator.
separates them basically.
Well, let me just ask a question.
He's the
Why
only
don't
guy who's actually killed the super soldier. Come to
uh,
think of it.
Yeah.
He's the only
Jace,
person in the entire MCU who's killed a super soldier.
Jace, why don't you like Civil War? Is there any particular reason why?
For me personally, the first time I
Mm.
saw it and the other times I've seen, it's not bad. Like it's not a bad movie in general. It's just like for me personally, it's just boring.
And
It's just
Mm.
I
boring.
assume you've read the books, especially if you've read
A
the
long
books
time
and
ago, yeah.
yeah, if you,
I
it's
I
like a
think
the diet coke of the Civil
Yeah,
War.
it is basically the Pepsi
Yeah,
of
yeah. It's a
the Pepsi
compressed,
my
version.
yeah, compressed in the
my op-
can.
my opinion about Civil War changed over time. I actually have it in my top five now.
Yeah.
Because when I watch it again, the all of the dialogues were great, and not to mention,
Mm.
this is very funny because T'Challa or Black Panther's best film wasn't his solo film. His best film is in Civil War.
Yeah, he's better in Civil War, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him a lot better
You
in
know,
Civil
he
War.
Mm.
he come to think of it, he's already had his hero's journey in Civil War. So
Yeah,
why
he
make
had.
him do it again in Black Panther?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jay's question. Have you watched Wakanda Forever?
Oh god. Dude.
Yeah, he did watch it.
I Namor. Yes,
I
but
cannot
Like
Namor,
that.
his
wait,
power.
it's also
I
really
cannot
funny
take no
that
more.
it is like funny
Yeah,
that they had to CG out his dick because he had way too big dick in the
True,
movie, so they had to CG it
big
out.
dick energy.
and
Why
the
And it's
did
just
they have
metaphor.
Jace,
to?
Jace, Jace, open the private chat. I just remember from this line from one of the drinkers super chat. So one guy posted it, and then the drinker absolutely loved that line.
And there's the
I
metaphor of
cannot
him
take no more.
I
being
cannot
wet,
take more.
uh, wet behind his back as a source of his powers. That was bloody racist. A metaphor
Mm.
for Mexicans crossing the border.
You have like Namor with the dad bod, and he's just like he does not feel like Namor at all. He's a
No,
totally
not
different
at all.
character.
It's
Mm.
Namor. It's not Namor. Let's be honest here. He's
Namor.
Namor.
It
I cannot take
isn't.
no more.
Mm.
And then he dies at the end. Blah, blah, blah.
Does he?
How
It's
about
crazy.
how about Riri Williams.
Oh,
God, insufferable.
Jesus Christ.
I've heard their
You know what?
comics were bad.
If I want to watch Iron Heart, I'm just gonna go and find the porn movie that what came
Oh
along
yeah,
before
the
named
Jap.
Iron Heart.
Was
I've
it
Japanese,
been looking
Japanese?
for
the,
it.
the
I rather
original
Yeah,
watch
it
Iron
is.
Heart.
yes, I rather watch that than her.
I've been
So
looking for a copy of it. Have you found it? I
that's a
haven't found
long
a
time since
copy
I've
yet.
seen it. But if I ever do, man, I can hit you up.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
He's a friend over at Facebook, so I could connect you guys with him. Um, well,
Oh,
let's try
Riri
another
Williams
question here.
was stupid
Uh,
as fuck, man. It's
what is your favorite movie of this year, Jace?
my favorite movie of the year.
Mm.
Oh God.
It's not gonna
Uh,
be Northman, I guess.
no, fuck Northman, man. Fucking hell, I fucking hate that movie.
Okay, so
Terrible
let's give it
editing, terrible story.
let's
Everything was just fucking terrible with that movie.
let's give it some context here because you're from Norway, and obviously the
Yes.
Northman is probably based in Norwegian lore. I enjoyed the movie. I like the
Yeah,
action, but it seems like since you are in Norway, can you give us a
I
bit
need
of
some. We
condensed,
need the
yeah,
context.
explanation on why you think it's bad?
Why I think it's bad, it's
Mm,
well, I know it was based on a book or and stories and stuff. But
mm,
a movie overall, the story was just it was too simple to understand what was gonna happen. And you had like the fight scenes that looked like theater fighting for me. It was like so slow, you could see it was choreographed, and I
yeah, I
fucking hated
agree. Yeah.
that.
Okay, good point.
Um, and the acting, yeah, it wasn't horrible, but it was like, it could have been better. Some dialogue could have been better. And the editing, I couldn't bear the editing in the movie. I just fucking despise the editing. That's my biggest issue with it is the fucking editing. Um, no, it's just like, yeah, it is many things that can go on for, but it is many reasons. And I like the concept. I like what they could have done. I just think it was
Badly
Wasted
done.
portrayed
potential.
badly. Yeah. And I've tried to watch the movie again, and I still have the same issues with it. I would like to maybe try a fan edit of it, or if someone else does a fan edit of it, I would probably try to watch it if they can fix certain stuff and make it a better story or make it better paced and a lot of other stuff. But yeah, that's a lot of it. Yeah.
Mm, okay. You haven't answered the question. Also, what's your favorite movie of this year?
Yeah. I was trying to think on that. I'm trying to think what have come out again this year.
Yeah,
Top Gun.
what?
Uh, the Top Gun Maverick, yeah, that's a good one,
Oh,
but it's not my
yeah.
Honestly,
favorite.
Top Gun Maverick's probably the only movie that came out this year that I actually like.
This fucking year, man. That is a hard question. I really enjoyed Morbius.
The fuck?
I did.
Whoa!
What?
Get out of here!
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wait,
It's
I'm not
what?
Morbin
ashamed.
time.
I well, the thing's that yeah, it's not the most perfect movie, but it has some editing issues and other stuff.
I will eat your ass.
Okay, come on, man. I can give you coffee. You want some coffee before you're gonna eat my ass? I'm
Oh,
open for it,
Jobs.
man.
It was a bloodless battle.
Yeah, I know.
because
Come
I
on, man.
decided not to watch it.
No,
It's a vampire
here's the thing.
movie, but there's no
Yeah.
blood.
No, it's just
Bloodless.
like that. That is one of the movies I really enjoyed this year, and like the thing with me, I'm not ashamed to say what I like and don't like. So, and I don't fucking
What in
care what people.
particular did you enjoy with Morbius?
Hmm?
What particular thing did you enjoy in Morbius? Is it
Well,
because of the doctor?
I like how Jared Leto is playing the character. I think he's a great actor when he gets the right roles. Overall, the story, it is, a typical story that you see in a lot of movies. It's like mainstream story, but no, I don't know. I just liked it. That's the
Mm,
thing. I know it's not the perfect movie, but I think it was a really good movie. And let's see here. It also made me feel like I was back in the day watching Underworld, and that's also what I liked with it.
Ah,
Ah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Now,
it had the vibes of Underworld, and a
And you
typical
do like dark
vamp.
stuff.
I do like dark stuff. But it reminded me of the good old days, with the underworld and vampire, just a simple vampire story. Could just shut my mind off, having fun, experience Morbius on a film, and I didn't
Morbin
feel any.
time.
Yeah, and I
JC
like
just
the.
lost all of your credit, man.
I don't fucking care, man. I don't fucking care at all. It's
That's
like
good.
I say whatever the fuck I want. I also do that
What are
everywhere.
you
uh,
expecting with the sequel? Do you think the sequel would
nah, it's
actually
unlikely.
push through?
If there will be a Morbius sequel.
Do you
Wait,
think?
have any of you guys watched Bullet Train yet? I forgot if I downloaded it or I'm
You
gonna
probably
watch
can't.
it.
I don't know if it will be a Morbius 2. Of course, I'm gonna watch it and see what they're doing. Hopefully, it can
Bullet
enjoy.
Train,
I can
yeah.
enjoy it. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm
It's
not
from
gonna be
Sony,
sad
right?
about it.
Sony was the one who released Morbius. It's not the MCU studios. It's
Yeah, it's
Sony,
Sony.
right?
Yes, I know it's Sony.
I grew up reading
But
the books,
but
so I
Wait,
even
mean,
have
though
you
that
guys
was like
watched what's that? Bullet
Bullet
Train?
Train. No, I haven't.
no, I haven't yet.
Mm.
But even though I really enjoyed Morbius, it's not my favorite movie of the year, but it's the second at least. I think it has to be. When did that movie come out again?
Batman.
Well, I
Mhm.
know Spider-Man No Way Home is not like a 2002 release, but it was
2020.
in Norway. It was in Norway.
Even here,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
Oh
I
yeah.
I look
Mm.
at that movie as
Oh fuck.
2001 and 2002 because
2021, yeah.
the yeah,
20.
because of the release dates got changed because of a lot
Well,
of
it's
fucking
also
stupid
released
reasoning.
here. It also came out the same year here.
Yeah.
January, early this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh my
But I have to
god. Now
say,
I have
because they
to.
they did release the extended cut of it, I have to say that's the best movie I've seen, in 2002. I think that's my favorite, the extended cut of No Way Home.
mm.
Oh shit. Now I'm very conflicted about which one I. Now that I realize that No Way Home is also 2022.
Well,
Now I'm on a
here
tie here. Top Gun and Spider Man.
for me, it's still Top Gun.
Top Gun is actually on the third place here for me
Mm.
Nice.
because that was a great fucking movie. But I know a lot of the woke people don't fucking like it.
It's a white
Well,
male.
touche,
It's a
Mm.
white male
touche.
star.
I did
I
have a,
w-
a conversation with someone, and they told me that why can't we have like a female lead in the new Top Gun movie? It would be perfect
No
if you
one
had a daughter
cares.
who can take over. I'm just like, no.
What are
It's like
the genders of the
no.
planes? What are the genders of the planes?
No one fucking
uh,
cares about female lead in a Top
I
Gun
don't
movie. Come on, bro.
fucking hell. I don't give a
it's like
fuck.
I'm not the biggest
Yeah.
fan of Tom Cruise, but I like what he's doing. He stands with the real shit. There's no woke in the movie. It's like it's a
Oh
good
my.
damn movie.
I
It's just action,
enjoyed.
fun story and action.
Holy shit. Do you remember the scene where the Russian plane very much did a backflip? God damn it, the fucking Pugachev Cobra, the Russian, and the fact that the thing you see with the Russian planes doing backflips, the
Gen
fact that
5.
it's real,
Gen 5
it's
fighters.
yeah. The thing is that is real Russian pilot doctrine. Real pilots do that shit. They are trained to do that shit in real life.
And after a
Holy
long
shit!
time, and after a long time now, I finally got done with House of Dragons.
Oh,
Mm.
what
Oof.
pushed you away?
What pushed me away from the show first?
Mm.
Yeah,
It was fucking boring.
me.
I didn't
I look
care about
did
I didn't care about
great.
any of the characters other than Matt Smith's character.
Of course.
But they have a big identity crisis, man. They don't know where they want these characters to be. They don't know the characters they are having. The stories all over the place. And I
Considering the story's
hate,
already told in the books.
yes. Uh, no, so yeah, Matt Smith was the only thing I liked in the whole show, and I I'm not gonna watch season two. This first season was okay. Yeah, I'm never gonna watch
Yeah,
I
you
that
could be.
again.
recommend.
Yeah, you could be baited, as most of us were baited with Game of
I'm,
Thrones.
Yeah, and you
yeah,
have that main character, blonde girl. I forget her name. What's her name again in the
Wait,
show?
have you guys seen
Galadriel.
Unbearable Weight of uh, the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nick Cage movie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am. I currently have a
It's a good
copy,
movie.
and I'm still trying to find time to watch the whole thing.
It's
We
a
have
fun
time.
movie. Yeah, the movie with
I
Nick
should
Cage.
watch it.
It's just turn off your brain. It's just fun stupidness and comedy. That's all it is. And it's a parody of himself.
Oh, it's Nick
Today's question
Cage, so
question here, guys. When we're talking about track records of let's say directors, we usually judge them by the last film that they made,
Not
yeah.
right?
necessarily,
Well, most of
I
them.
usually go by their.
unless it was M Night Shyamalan.
No, let's say how about how about what is his name? Sam Raimi at this point.
Sam Raimi.
Well,
Because the last film
technically,
that he did was the
it
Multiverse of
doesn't count
Madness.
because it doesn't count because it wasn't his movie to begin with. It
Mm-hmm.
was Marvel. It was a Marvel production with his name on it.
Oh, yeah. What about the point that outright, in the what do you call this? The credit scenes, you could see the very big Kevin Feige Productions.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was Kevin Feige production. Yeah, we
You
saw
know
that.
what? You know what is a better movie instead of watching Mom? I was gonna say Mom.
Multiverse, yeah, yeah.
Instead of seeing Mom, just watch
Everything.
everything everywhere all at once, because
Once.
that's
Yes.
actually a fun movie. That's a better movie.
Or
Oh
watch the
yeah.
Oh
one,
shit!
right?
Now I just remembered. I watched this movie called "The Greatest Beer Run Ever."
What's that?
It's a move. Zac Efron starred this movie. Basically, one
Oh,
guy decided to go into Vietnam to give his friends beer.
okay.
The
Yeah, it's
last
Oh,
movie,
absolutely wild,
the
and
last movie I
it's a
saw
real.
with
It really happened.
yeah,
Some mad lad decided to go. Hey, I'm gonna give our friends in Vietnam some beer. I'm gonna do a beer run in Vietnam.
the last movie I saw with uh Zac Efron, if a movie with him was Firestarter, the remake
Oh,
of
the
the original one.
remake.
Yeah,
Oh, I haven't
That's a
watched
bad
Firestarter
one.
yet. The
it's
last
what you
movie I've
expect.
seen Zac Efron in was Dirty Grandpa.
A Dirty Grandpa, yeah. I almost thought you were gonna say High School Musical for a second there.
No,
I got news
Okay,
for
Dirty
what?
you.
Grandpa.
Okay, what's better, Multiverse of Madness or High School Musical, the trilogy?
The one.
Just gonna sleep at that point. Okay.
I
Here's my
rather
answer.
watch
The
High
one.
School. I don't care. I rather watch High School Musical than watch Multiverse
Well,
ever
I've had
again.
childhood memories watching it, so yeah, why not?
And I know the songs.
I forgot the
Oh,
song. It's been so long. I forgot the songs already.
Guys,
uh,
happy that we finally had Captain Carter in the big screen.
Ugh, nobody asked for it.
nobody asked.
Oh yeah, some people ask for it, but
Well,
not
it's
us.
Peggy. I mean, the actress for Peggy Carter. You only watch her for two reasons.
She's sexy.
Two reasons, and and her costume covered both of it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
the male
So
gaze.
yeah, guys.
Well,
No.
I also don't like her I don't like Wanda's new costume. I like her old one better. You know, the one where you can see the
See
cleavage.
the.
Mm, mm,
Well, this is MCU, so they're trying
Yeah.
to prevent the male
No.
gaze.
No.
the male,
Late.
they like the
Late.
gays.
Like
Gay.
lately, I don't watch a lot of new movies. I only watch some new movies just to watch them so I can talk about them.
Mm,
I
Um,
only watch the ones that I want to watch.
Yeah. Lately, I've just gone back to watch old movies that I have grown up with, movies that I like.
Yeah, same, likewise.
True.
And finally, I did rewatch. Well, I've rewatched the whole Death Note again. I have read the whole manga again, and then I watched the whole Japanese film series. And I have to say, the Japanese film series are actually really good. From
Oh yeah, I
2006,
remember the.
2007.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Honestly, those were
Yeah,
really good. The trilogy.
they
It
were
was a
really
trilogy.
fucking good. It was a
That
it's
was
a
a trilogy, right?
trilogy. It's a trilogy, but it continues with a little TV show with 3 episodes, Next New Generation,
Oh
and
fuck!
and then it continues with the last movie, Light Up a New World. And then you have like a new Kira basically, and that movie was fucking amazing. That this is
I
not
should
based on
watch it.
They have not based this on the manga or anything. It's like
Oh, so it's an
original story.
original.
Yes,
Oh,
and the
it's an
new
original.
L,
Nice.
you have like a new person who took over for L, and he is just different. I hate Nier in the manga and anime. I hate Nier because he's just a copycat of L. But they did something different in the last movie. They changed it to a new character, and they made a new character, and he's funny, he's cool, he's just an interesting character you seem to like. Um, and of course, Misa is in it. They have the original crew, some of the original actors
Nice.
in that movie,
The ones who
and
aren't dead.
yeah.
The
Well,
characters who aren't dead.
technically, Misa do die in original Death Note. It's just you don't
Oh,
see it in the manga or anime. But when you get to the page, when you have all the mangas and you get to the page how to read, Misa dies. She's dead. And the direct, the people that made Death Note, they actually explained this in an interview and said that she committed suicide because she went into a dark depression. So
shit.
yep. And they actually, I'm just gonna say one spoiler from the last movie. They actually did that in the last movie with her. They actually respected the writers who made Death
Nice.
Note with this and actually made her a proper ending that the makers of Death Note made have told themselves in
Uh,
interviews.
Respect for the original writers. I mean, you rarely hear that.
So when I saw that in a movie, I'm just like, that's exactly what the writers and everything from the manga, the both who made the manga. That's what they explained that she did. So they actually made it into the last movie, and I'm just like, wow, talk about fucking respect to the writers. So that I really
Oh
enjoyed.
my god,
So
nice.
yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I watch a lot of stuff like that now.
Next
A lot of
year, I'm actually excited for next year. I'm
what are
excited
you next? What are you most
next
excited
year.
for?
I got two movies I'm excited for next year. One
Okay,
is
which one?
just a dumb movie that I just want to watch for the laughs. That is Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah, Cocaine Bear.
Hollywood's back, baby. Okay, Bear.
Cocaine Bear. Yeah, I'm really gonna watch it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's movie number one for next year. Movie number two next year is Oppenheimer.
Oh.
Definitely.
I
Uh,
what I really want to see is the behind the scenes scoop what on how Nolan did the Trinity test.
yeah.
Here's your
I want to
practical effect.
see. He said he used practical effects. I want to see how practical.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, I'm sorry about this one, but I have to cut it over. It's already 1 in the morning out here. Um,
Yeah, it
yeah,
is one.
I still have to go somewhere around 4 or 5 later, so
Oh,
I
three
need to take.
hours.
Good luck.
Yeah,
All right,
but
but so
Jace, here's the time, man. I've already shared the link to 540 Studios here, but if you'd like to
Yeah, I can
share
ping
a
him.
little bit about yourself and also your channel before we close
Yeah.
for our fans.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well.
subscribed already.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you so much. Well, I'm Jason Fox, the creator of 540 Studio, and I have a big crew with me, with Spotter Chris, Prismatics, and Tabletop Junkie and Moss. What we do, we talk about pop culture, politics, And the same old stuff that most people do, but we are not censoring ourselves at all. We say it straight out how we feel, and even if we disagree, we're still friends. And no, we do interviews. Next year we are gonna try to do more interviews with certain people. We had Chuck Dixon on, we had Mike Barron
Chuck
on.
Dixon.
Uh,
Mm.
Yeah,
yes,
we had Jack
Nice.
Chuck this Dixon
yes,
last
we
year, I
had
think.
Mr. Chuck Dixon, a really great guy. And
Robin.
then we had Memnock, who's a Norwegian black metal artist, who's also a personal friend of mine. And then we are gonna start some new shows. Right now we are on a break, so we don't stream before next year. Holiday break for the whole crew. So I had no plans of actually joining any streams before next year, but hey, it's U0, of course. Of course, I'm gonna join then. Um, and we also have a side channel called 540 Echo with Sparta Chris, and he's doing a little other stuff on that channel. He reviews movies and other stuff like that, TV shows, movies, and stuff. And we just released a gaming channel, so that we have one video up right now, but we're gonna do more on that also. So yeah.
All right. So go ahead and follow Jason Fox over at 540 Studios in YouTube first, and I think there's multiple links in the profile. Yeah. So thank you so
Thanks for
much for
having me,
being
man.
here. Yeah. Uh, Let me just share the reason why you're seeing me in YouTube right now, because earlier we were doing a breakdown of MOM live,
Mm, mm.
and my personal account got copyright stricken for some stupid reason,
Really?
You
and
have a
we're not
fan.
even yeah, we're not even showing anything. We're not even showing the movie. There's nothing except for a link.
That's
And
fucking
based on
stupid.
fair use, yeah, based on fair use, that's not even allowable, or that's not going to be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, but yeah,
Yeah, it's still
lost
stupid.
consume. Yeah, it's very stupid. You know
Yeah.
these kinds of
Yeah,
infringements.
I will have experienced, small things before. Right now,
Mm,
we don't get any of them, basically. I
mm,
don't know why, but they can try to do whatever. We're just gonna fight back because we ain't scared. Um,
mm.
but before you end the stream, like I always
Yeah,
say, I just want to say that to everyone who's gonna watch this or are watching this, just remember life's too short. Make the most of it. And we in this panel, we appreciate you, we love you, and thank you for the support. And thank you for having me.
definitely. Thanks for being here also, and I would tell you
Yeah.
honestly, this could have been gotten a longer, much longer if it was a bit earlier, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's
So,
understandable.
anything else you guys want to say before you close?
No, all good.
I think I'm good.
Also,
Fuck this
No,
movie.
they're all good.
Don't recommend it.
no.
I'm not recommending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mm,
rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution than this movie. That says a lot, and I hate that
mm.
movie. But
All right, guys. So
I could
that's it
probably
for
write better fan fiction than those writers can write actual movies.
of course better minds than these idiot writers. But yeah, of course. Today already
Well, there's a
marks
saying. Writers are
what?
only as smart characters are only as smart as the writers.
Mm.
So you
Well,
gotta
yeah,
wonder, how smart are
they
those
are
writers
smart,
who in
and
charge of Marvel right now?
we already know that they're not even. They're basically nothing. They just want the
They're
money.
not
So.
even writers. They're more of activists.
Mm.
That they are.
All right. So yeah, it's already Christmas Eve out here, 1 a.m. And thank you so much for everyone who watched the first half, and also those who will be watching this. My YouTube channel is basically dead at this point because I haven't been streaming here for over a year. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. The Phantom Menace PH, Anthony, Jess, and Pat. Also Jason Fox from
Of
540
course. Thanks
Studios.
for having us here.
Yeah, let's talk
fine.
again
Yeah.
sometime soon. But for now, I'm also going into a break until probably next year. So thank you so much for following this channel this 2022, and have a happy new year. Merry Christmas. Take care. Night.